Let's pretend you were going to sell your house, okay? You're thinking about selling your house, and you're going to pick a realtor. Now, if all realtors are the same, and they are, which one would you pick? That's right, you'd pick the cheapest one, wouldn't you? So the secret one secret to being a fearless agent is you want to be completely different than all other agents. You want to make it a clear choice so that you can say to the person, I hope we do business. And if we do, you're going to get significantly more money for your house than you could any other way with any other agent, any other option you got. And if we don't do business, you're going to do business with some other agent. And by the way, it wouldn't matter who you pick because they're all the same. So life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you options. It gives you choices. And they have a choice. They can pick you, sell their house for way more than it's worth, net more money than they could get with any other agent, or they can pick any other agent. And again, it wouldn't matter who you pick because they're all the same. So you've got to have a value proposition that makes that clear. So most agents who fail, if they're prospecting, they're using the words from all those other coaches that makes them realize that they need an agent. But you have to make them realize they need you on that very first call. So when you're cold calling, let's say, and they say, yes, we are thinking about selling our house, then you say, where are you moving to? That's the first thing you say. They say, well, we're moving to Denver, okay? Say, great. When you move to Denver, are you going to rent or are you going to buy? No, we're going to buy. Okay. So when you buy something, is it going to be a condo or is it going to be a house? No, it's going to be a house. Okay. Well, when you buy a house, is it going to be more expensive than the one you're in? Or is it going to be less expensive than the one you're in? No, it's going to be more expensive than the one we're in. Or excuse me, I left one out. Is it going to be bigger than the one you're in or smaller than the one you're in? So it's rent or buy, condo or a house, bigger or smaller, more expensive or less expensive. Now what I'm doing there is I'm looking for the money problem. Now every seller has a money problem. They don't know it yet maybe, but they do have a money problem. So if they're going to buy something that's more expensive than the one they're selling, that's a money problem. So you say, well, with that in mind, if there was an amazing system that I have that only I know how to do, no other agent has it, and I already know they do not have it, and it would 1,000% guarantee you that the buyer would grossly overpay for your house, and they'd be happy that they did. And you would end up netting, after all the expenses are paid, tens of thousands of extra dollars, more than your house is worth, more than any other agent can get you net. Would that help your cause financially, or are you allergic to money? Now, I cut off every angle there. There's no way they're going to get that answer wrong, okay? So the secret to sales is you have this elaborate setup that leads to one magic question, and there's no wrong answer to that question, and you already know the answer to that question. So that's how that works. So they say, yes. Now you have to deliver on that promise. And if you're a fearless agent, you're easily going to be able to deliver on that promise because we teach you how to do all that. So that's called the product. What is the product that you sell when you're a listing agent? It's tens of thousands of extra dollars net, more than any other agent could get them, okay? And the more you get them, the quicker the transaction is going to be. So does every seller want that? Yes. Sell everybody what they want. It's as simple as that. And you don't need to have all these extraneous conversations and rapport building baloney. You get right to what the seller wants. Get right down to business. Now, they want the product that only you can provide. You are in it. So you say, is that what you want, or are you allergic to money? They say, no, that is what I want. Okay, so that is what you would want me to do. Yes, Bob, that's what I want you to do. Now I'm in it. So would it be fair to say that what you want to avoid is what all the other agents do? And I know you know what they do. They always care about the buyer. They always care about fairness to the buyer. They say things like, you got to be realistic on your price and all that stuff. And that's the kind of baloney that causes you to lose tens of thousands of dollars, just the way your neighbors did, I happen to know, and I know you know that. When your neighbors sold their houses, they left tens of thousands of dollars on the table because they chose the wrong agent. So is it fair to say that's the thing that you would like to avoid? They say, yes, I would like to avoid that. Now they're selling you on them not using your competitors, okay? Then you're going to resell them on the product again. So when I sell your house for tens of thousands of dollars more than it's worth, you're netting, after all expenses are paid, way more money than you can get with any other agent. You're not going to be offended when I do that. Is that true? That is true, Bob. Okay. So when is the soonest you would open up your hand and allow me to plunk the tens of thousands of extra dollars into it, and that would coincide with moving day? Probably. Now that day magically is going to be moved way sooner than if you had set that up any other way. If selling our house for fair market value was the goal, that's a thing that's painful that you would put off. It's unpleasant selling your house, so you'd put that off. So it's magically going to move that date closer. So we only focus on moving day is the only thing. I don't want to know when listing it day or thinking about it day. I want to know when moving day is going to be the soonest it would ever be. So if you're asking the right questions, not having a bunch of extraneous rapport building baloney chit-chat conversations where you lose commissions, and you focus on what's the essence of what the seller wants, then you're going to make a lot more money. So at Fearless Agent, we teach you what it takes to get rich in real estate. And it's simply this. You have to have the right skills, you have to have the right schedule, and you have to have the right systems. So by doing those three things, just the basics, being really, really great at the basics, means you don't have to do a bunch of advanced stuff. So I have students that make $1 million a year who are not special people. They're just really, really great at the basics, and they're putting in the hours that it takes. So if you think Fearless Agent might be a good fit for you, if it is, you're going to get rich. But if you think it might be a good fit for you, I want you to feel free to call me anytime on my cell phone, 480-385-8810. And we'll see if what you're trying to do in your business and what we do at Fearless Agent, if it would be a good fit. If it's not a good fit, that's fine. I'm still going to help you in any other way I can. I got a lot of other ways to help you. You can go to fearlessagentpodcast.com. If you're an Apple iPhone user, you can subscribe on iTunes. It's on Spotify. So look for fearlessagentpodcast.com. Listen to the old episodes towards the newest. At this point, there's about 100 and some, I guess. So listen to those, and then go to fearlessagent.com. Watch all the videos on our website. My guarantee to you is that that would be better coaching than you would pay any other coach in America, any amount of money, and it would be free. And then call me up if you like what you see, if you think it might be a good fit. When you call me, there's not going to be anybody closing you. There's no high pressure. We're just going to see if it's a good fit. And then you decide when you want to sign up, or if you want to sign up, that's fine. But I will say this, I can't wait to make you a Fearless Agent. Thanks.